Said, listen, man, all of this going back and forth shit, man, either Jerry goes or I go. And he looked me in my face and said, I can't get rid of Jerry. That was the end of me and Eazy-E's relationship.
And Eazy said, you know this guy Suge Knight? I said, yeah. He says, well, he said, this guy's going to be a problem, and I think I should.
Jerry Heller didn't just mess with N.W.A. Some say he crushed Eazy-E in ways folks still too shook to speak on. And now, Dr. Dre's finally speaking out, and what he's spilling, it's ice cold. Word is, Jerry wasn't just a behind-the-scenes guy. He was a straight-up puppet master, smiling in Eazy's face while pulling strings that had him boxed in from every angle. Here's where it gets wild. The Los Angeles Times dropped that Ice Cube was next in line to get played.
He was talking about, yo, let's get the group back together. You think you can do it? I was like, yo, you work it out with Dre? Come holler at me, you know what I mean? And it didn't happen because a few months later, he was sick. You know, I'm learning that, yeah, he found out that Jerry was stealing and he had confronted Jerry and fired Jerry, and all this kind of stuff happened from the time I left to the time, you know, passed.
Cube dodged it, but barely. And don't forget, Eazy passed just a month after getting his diagnosis. They said it was natural, tried to make it sound clean, but people been whispering ever since. Set up? And guess who keeps getting brought up in the shadows? Jerry. Yeah, that Jerry. The same dude who co-founded Ruthless Records with Eazy back in '87. Helped N.W.A. rise like kings, only to allegedly pull the plug when it suited him, like some mastermind pulling levers behind the curtain. He's gone now, but the stories, they ain't buried with.
Go back to L.A. 2 days later, Eazy got full-blown AIDS. Now, you got to think, Eazy-E was funking at this time. This man is breathing, doing his thing. All of the chest was hurting. Nigga, we was smoking pounds. So we all was fucked. But he was just ready to cut and go home when he did.
People close to the crew been saying Jerry wasn't just handling business, he was controlling it all. The deals, the paper, even the drama inside the group. While Eazy thought everything was golden, Dre and Cube were over there eating crumbs. And they weren't quiet about it either. They were heated. They tried to warn Eazy, told him straight, Jerry's out here.
Technology is so high, right?
Right.
So if you shoot somebody, you go to jail forever. So the kids, you don't want to go to jail forever, right? So they got this new thing out there. People sell them all the time. They got this stuff they get blood from somebody with AIDS, and then they shoot you with it.
Oh,
that's a slow death.
Yeah.
Easy thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay.
Eating off everybody's plate except yours. But Eazy wouldn't hear it. He trusted Jerry like family. He was loyal, blindly loyal. Now Dre's calling it out. Said Jerry ran the whole thing like a divide and conquer game. Got the crew turning on each other while he built himself up in the shadows. That ain't love, that's manipulation.
Behind the scenes, everything that was unfolding as far as the transitions from Ruthless Records and everything before he died, all that was already taking place. You know what I mean? The wheels was in motion already. But from what I heard was Jerry Heller just wasn't fair with his money and misappropriated a bunch of Eazy-E's funds, and Eazy-E started find out.
Instead of raising the whole squad, Jerry locked in on one dude, Eazy. Dre said it loud. He picked his favorite. The rest of us, we got left out in the cold. And Eazy, he didn't care. He was living large like, I'm good, y'all figure it out. But Dre wasn't having it. He stepped to Eazy and laid it down. It's me or Jerry. And what did Eazy do? He still rolled with Jerry. That moment, that was it. That decision cut deep, tore Dre and Eazy apart for good. Dre said losing Eazy felt like losing real family, like losing a brother. And here's where it stings more. Dre had already lost his little brother Tyree back in '89. That kind of pain don't just go away. Then out of nowhere, boom. February 1995, Eazy lands in the hospital with some heavy cough. Weeks later, gone. Just like that. But check this, right before he passed, Eazy had finally started waking up. He was done with Jerry. Word is he figured it out. He saw through it. realized Jerry had been draining Ruthless Records dry behind his back. People close to Eazy started speaking, saying Jerry was running dirty books, snatching cash, and managing everything sideways. Even DJ Yella came out later and said it. Jerry played him too. Some people out here really believe Eazy-E was injected. Sounds wild, right? Like a movie plot. But it didn't seem so far-fetched after that Suge Knight interview started resurfacing. You know the one? Where he laughed on live TV and said, "You don't need bullets no more." He was out there smiling, talking reckless like it was comedy hour. But what he said? Chilling. He flat out told the world there's ways to take someone out without ever squeezing a trigger. He even mentioned needles, like it was just regular conversation. And the worst part? The audience laughed, like it was some twisted joke. But now, ain't nobody laughing. Folks are starting to ask, was that Suge just running his mouth, or did he just slip up and reveal something real? Could that have been a quiet confession, disguised as a punchline? And if so, was Jerry in on it too? Did they both know something we don't? And let's be real. If that was true, why would Jerry even want Eazy gone? He already had the bag, the power, the keys to the kingdom. What else was he chasing? And Suge? He wasn't cool with Jerry. They weren't working together. So what was in it for him if Eazy got pushed out the way? Was it personal beef? Or was he playing cleanup for someone else's dirty plan? Go back to when Eazy first linked up with Jerry. Eazy came in with street money, dreams, and fire. That hustle built Ruthless Records from the ground up. But Jerry, he brought the contracts, the lawyers, the fine print, made it look like he was the business brain. On the surface, they looked tight, like the perfect team, but behind closed doors, Jerry was playing chess, while Eazy was just trying to play the game fair. Jerry had long-term moves lined up while Eazy was still showing loyalty, thinking everything was real. But the setup was already in motion. Dre and Cube, they saw it. They weren't quiet either. They told Eazy straight, "Jerry's robbing you blind." But Eazy wasn't hearing it. That trust in Jerry ran deep, too deep. Whether it was loyalty or just that Jerry's my mentor mindset, Eazy waved off the warnings. Told Dre and Cube, "I'm good." But while Eazy was staying cool, Jerry, that man was out here feasting. Not just taking a cut, he was clearing the whole plate every single time money hit the table. And then it all flipped. Eazy finally opened his eyes, saw the truth. And when it hit him, he was furious, felt betrayed, played, robbed. He was done, ready to cut Jerry off for good. According to hip-hop legend Lazy Bone, who sat down with Art of Dialogue, Eazy wasn't just upset, he was ready for war. He finally realized Jerry wasn't helping. He was draining him from day one. Eazy wanted out, but Shook, he wasn't asking twice. And Eazy, he wasn't letting go easy. You remember that infamous studio scene? Yeah, that studio. The same place they recorded For Life. That's where things blew up. Eazy straight up refused to release Dre, and that's when the spiral really kicked in. From that moment, things went left fast. Dre and Shook didn't come to talk it out. They came to make moves. They rolled up on Eazy, looked him dead in the eye, and said Jerry just got snatched and tossed in a van. Eazy didn't buy it, thought it was just scare tactics. But then Shook slid a piece of paper across the table with Eazy's mom's address on it. That wasn't a business negotiation, that was a warning. And Eazy got the message real quick. He signed over Dre's contract, not because he agreed with it, but because he had no choice. Right after that, the whole vibe changed. Diss tracks started flying. The beef between Eazy and Shook, it went public and got ugly. But here's where it gets real twisted. After Dre and Cube had already dipped out, Eazy started to realize they weren't lying. Jerry had been finessing him from day one, and when that hit him, Eazy didn't want more smoke. He wanted peace. Even Ice Cube confirmed it in an interview. Eazy wanted to fix it, for real. He was ready to bring Dre back, squash all the noise, and rebuild what they had from scratch. They even talked, had real conversations. It wasn't fake. But just when the beef was about to cool down, Eazy's health suddenly crashed. Everything came to a stop. Now look at that timing. It's too crazy to ignore. Eazy catches Jerry stealing. He starts reconnecting with Dre. Then boom, he's hospitalized, and within weeks, he's gone. Word on the street, Shook caught wind of those peace talks, and he wasn't feeling it. If Dre went back to Ruthless, that meant Shook was losing his grip. So allegedly, that's when he and Jerry linked up. Two former enemies suddenly teamed up with the same goal: keep Eazy out the picture. Jerry wanted those royalty checks to keep coming. Shook wanted to keep control. And the one dude standing in their way? Eazy. Don't forget, Jerry once claimed he stopped Eazy from putting a hit on Shook, but now that whole story sounds shady. Was Jerry really saving Shook, or was he just planting seeds early to make himself look clean down the line? Cause after Eazy was gone, Jerry, he kept cashing checks like nothing ever changed. Now some folks try to twist the whole thing, acting like Dre had a hand in Eazy's downfall, like he was part of a secret setup. But that theory, it don't hold up. Dre and Eazy were tight, like brothers, before the business got messy. That rumor only started catching steam after Shook started talking slick while locked up, dropping shady hints about phone calls, threats, and behind-the-scenes mess.